Hello, everyone. This is William Armstrong. I just thought I'd explain what the deal is here with this from bleepingcomputer.com, an article that I'm going to read about. This is called Microsoft Finds Raspberry Robin Worm in Hundreds of Windows Networks by Sergey Gatlin. Microsoft says that a recently spotted Windows worm has been found on networks of hundreds of organizations from various industry sectors. The malware dubbed Raspberry Robin spreads via infected USB devices, and it was first spotted in September 2021 by Red Canary intelligence analysts. Cybersecurity firm Sequoia also observed it using QNAP NAS devices as command and control servers, C2 servers. In early November, there's a PDF in the article linked right there. While Microsoft said it found malicious artifacts linked to this worm created in 2019. Redmond's findings align with those of the Red Canary's detection engineering team, which also detected this worm on the networks of multiple customers, some of them in the technology and manufacturing sectors. Although Microsoft observed the malware connecting to the address on the Tor network, the threat actors are yet to exploit the access they gained to their victims' networks. This is in spite of the fact that they could easily escalate their attacks, and given that the malware can bypass user account control (UAC) on infected systems using legitimate Windows tools. Yikes! Microsoft shared this info in a private threat intelligence advisory sent to Microsoft Defender for endpoint subscribers and seen by Bleeping Computer. There's the image of how the Raspberry worm or the Raspberry Robin worm is used to infect networks. It spreads to an infected USB drive attached. Raspberry Robin is typically introduced by infected removable drives such as USB devices containing a malicious .lnk file. And it says here cmd.exe reads and executes a malicious file stored on an infected device. Then MSI exec or MSI executable.exe attempts to connect to a short URL, often QNAP associated. If the MSI exec.exe connection is successful, it downloads and installs a malicious dynamic link library or .dll. Then run DLL. Note that run DLL32.exe is commonly used in Windows and it's not harmful, but it can sometimes be used to launch malicious code. Run DLL32.exe launches a legitimate Windows utility like OBDCC, OBDC conf.exe to execute the malicious DLL. Reg SPR32.exe and run DLL32.exe and DLLhost.exe repeatedly attempt to outbound network connections, typically to Tor nodes. So that's how that Raspberry Robin worm is in infection flow. Abuses Windows legitimate tools to infect new devices. As already mentioned, Raspberry Robin is spreading to new Windows systems via infected USB drives containing a malicious LNK file. Once the USB device is attached and the user clicks the link, the worm spawns an MSI exec process using cmd.exe to launch a malicious file stored in the infected drive. It infects new Windows devices, communicates with its command and control servers C2, and executes malicious payloads using several legitimate Windows utilities. FOD Helper, a trusted binary for managing features and Windows settings, MSI exec, command line Windows installer component, and OBDC-conf, a tool for configuring ODBC drivers. So it abuses OBDC-conf that is used to configure OBDC drivers, of course. That's what it's abusing too. While MSI exec.exe downloads and executes legitimate installer packages, adversaries also leverage it to deliver malware, Red Canary researchers explained. Raspberry Robin uses MSI exec.exe to attempt external network communication to a malicious domain for C2 purposes. Security researchers who spotted Raspberry Robin in the wild are yet to attribute the malware to a threat group and are still working on finding its operator's end goal. However, Microsoft has tagged this campaign as high risk given that the attackers could download and deploy additional malware within the victims' networks and escalate their privileges at any time. Before I continue, cyber crooks basically use a command and control server to control malware, send remote commands to infected systems through a command and control server. This is how cyber crooks over the internet control malware to do bad things. That's basically what this article is all about. So, and another article before I conclude here is about Microsoft disabling Internet Explorer permanently. This article is written by Sergey Gatlin. This is published on June 15th. It says Microsoft Windows update to permanently disable Internet Explorer. Microsoft confirmed today that a future Windows update will permanently disable the Internet Explorer web browser on user systems. This was revealed on Wednesday, June 15th, the day Internet Explorer has finally reached its end of life for the Windows 10 Semi-Annual Channel (SAC) servicing option. As Bleeping Computer previously reported, the now-retired web browser will start redirecting users to the new Chromium-based Microsoft Edge when launching the Internet Explorer 11 desktop application. Users will still see the Internet Explorer icon on their devices, such as on the taskbar or in the Start menu, but if they click to open Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge will open instead with easy access to IE mode, said the general manager for Microsoft Edge Enterprise, Sean Lindersay, today. Eventually, Internet Explorer will be disabled permanently as part of a future Windows update, at which point the Internet Explorer icons on users' devices will be removed. Emphasis: hours. During this redirection process, the user's data, including settings, favorites, and passwords, will be imported to Microsoft Edge to make the switch easier. Microsoft will also add a reload in IE mode button into Edge's toolbar to help users quickly launch sites requesting to be opened in Internet Explorer using IE mode. You'll see the Internet Explorer redirect message. Internet Explorer has been automatically launching Microsoft Edge when visiting incompatible sites starting with October 2020. The list of incompatible sites managed by Microsoft currently contains 1,427 sites, including Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google Drive, Microsoft Teams, and many others. Microsoft Edge is the future. While officially retired from multiple Windows 10 versions and not shipping with Windows 11, Internet Explorer will still be available on Windows 7 ESU, Windows 8.1, and all versions of Windows 10 LTSC client, IoT, and server. On systems running these Windows versions, the web browser will continue receiving technical support and security updates for the lifecycle of the Windows version it runs on. Microsoft's been encouraging customers to switch from IE to Microsoft Edge for years. You can learn more about the IE mode and how to make the switch in this Getting Started guide. Customers are encouraged to move to Microsoft Edge with IE mode. IE mode enables backward compatibility and will be supported through at least 2029, Redmond says. To enable IE mode in Microsoft Edge, you have to go to edge://settings/default browser, enable the allow sites to be reloaded in Internet Explorer option, and restart the web browser. In August 2020, Microsoft first announced plans to ditch support for Internet Explorer 11 web browsers on Windows 10 and Microsoft 365 within an official announcement of the retirement issued on May 19, 2021. Microsoft also discontinued IE support in Teams on November 30, 2020, and ended support across Microsoft 365 apps and services on August 17, 2021. Other Microsoft apps and services also ended support for Internet Explorer, and over the last years, a complete list is available here. So that's the end of this video. William Armstrong signing out, and take care. I will see you next time. Bye-bye, and happy 4th of July.